Hey guys, it's Tina here. Welcome back to another episode of Tina Tries It. You guys are going to love today's video because I'll be testing out the new Fenty Beauty product, the Snap Shadows. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Tina. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way you don't miss out on any videos that I upload. I am so pumped for today's video because I'm partnering up with Fenty Beauty to show you their latest product to come. It's going to be launching on the 26th of December, and that's their new Snap Shadows. These are mini eyeshadow palettes packed with rich, smooth, blendable colors. There's 8 palettes to choose from with a range of mattes, shimmers, and glitter finishes. Now, of course, Rihanna had to step it up a notch. These aren't your regular mini eyeshadow palettes. What's really cool about them is that they snap together. So you can take any 2 eyeshadow palettes, close them up, and then on the back here, they actually snap together on either side. And now you have your perfect customized combo to take with you for whatever occasion. I think the packaging for this is genius. It's great especially for when you're traveling because you can instantly turn a 6-pan eyeshadow palette into a 12-pan, and it's still very compact and very lightweight and easy to travel with. For each palette, the names and colors are on the back. When you snap them together, it does hide that, but on the front there are numbers so you know which palette you're opening. Fenty Beauty is also launching 3 new brushes. There's the Precise Definition Eyeshadow Brush, the Precision Blending Brush, and a Plush Eyeshadow Brush. These will all be available at Sephora on the 26th of December. So inside each, there's 6 pans and a good sized mirror for you to do your makeup on the go with. This is the first palette, it's called True Neutrals. Palette number 2 is Cool Neutrals. The third palette is Deep Neutrals. Palette number 4 is called Rose. The 5th palette is Peach. Then we have number 6, which is a smoky palette. Number 7 is called Cadet. And finally, number 8 is Pastel Frost. So that's what the swatches look like, and that's without any base. If you guys want to intensify and amplify the color, you can actually apply the eye primer underneath, and that's just actually going to make the colors pop and look more vibrant on the skin. And it's actually going to make the shadow last longer as well. Now it is time for the hard part, picking my favorite ones to do an eye look. All the warm shades are totally my vibe, so number 3, number 4, number 1, number 5, and 7. They are all my jam, and I really like them all. What look to do today? What colors to choose? I've been doing a lot of pink looks in my previous videos, so I want to do something a little bit different. I think I'm going to use palette number 1, which is the True Neutrals, and number 7, which is Cadet. I think I'm going to do more of like a brown cut crease with maybe like a pop of shimmer or color. We shall see where this takes me. First, I'm going to pop on some eye primer. So this is the Pro Filter Amplifying Eye Primer. And then I'm just going to blend that out. I'm gonna grab this shade here, which is called Nookie, and it's just like a matte beige. I'm just gonna pop that on my brow bone as a subtle highlight. Oh, and I'm using my 240 eyeshadow brush. Next, I'm going into my number 7 eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna take this middle shade, and this one is called Take Cover. So I'm gonna use this in my crease. So this is just gonna be a nice transition color for me. And then I'm going to layer on darker colors on top to really create that depth in my crease. It is really loud, this storm. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the mic, but a storm is coming and there's thunder happening. It's very moody and scary. I'm going back into the other palette, and I'm gonna grab this medium brown, and this one is called Come Get It. I'm going to blend that on top. And now a tip for those of you who are heavy-handed, I always like hold my brush towards the end to lighten up the pressure, and then I just like use windscreen wiper motion just back and forth, and that gives you a really nice blend without depositing too much color. Now, if you guys have hooded eyes, the trick to doing a nice cut crease is blending that color up quite high. You want it above your crease, or maybe like pretty much if you feel your socket, you kind of just want to like right in there, but you want to make sure that when you open, you can actually see that middle color, because after you apply like concealer or you cut the crease, that you need to actually carve that out, and it needs to be high enough. Otherwise, if it's too low when you open your eyes, you're going to lose that cut crease. So far, the mattes are really easy to blend. You can see that there's no fallout considering how many layers I'm popping on, which is good. Next, I'm going to grab a flatter blending brush. This is number 230, and I'm going to grab this deeper brown. And for this part, I want to focus it more on the outer corner. So I'm just going to pat it on, lay the color down first. And I kind of want to create like a cat eyes. So this is where I'm going to just sweep this color up softly. I'm just kind of looking at where my lower lash line direction that it's heading. So that angle, I just kind of sweep and follow that to create a cat eye shape. And I'm holding my brush towards the end so that I'm just blending that color out really softly. So you can see I'm getting that nice sort of like faded gradient effect. And with whatever's left on my brush, I'm just going to sweep this in towards my crease. Actually, I really like the size of this brush. It's actually really good. I thought it'd be too big, but it's quite flat, so it's perfect for what I'm doing here. And I'm just going to lay the color and do the same thing over and over again until I get that depth that I want. Then to further diffuse out that edge, I'm just going back in with the previous brush I was using, so a fluffier one. And then I'm just running that back and forth on that edge, just to soften it out. Once I'm happy with the shape that I have, I'm going to cut my crease with concealer. And I'm just going to pat that on in the center. And then a trick I like to do is just like open my eyes like up like that. And I could see that it's kind of transferred on top. And so that's how high I need to go with my concealer. Fill in that area and then just begin to carve out the crease. For the end here, I'm just going to use my finger just to like blend out that edge of the concealer a little bit. And that's one crease done. You want to make sure that when you open your eyes, you can still see that crease up top. So let me do the same with the other side. This side is tricky for me because my eyelid is uneven. So I usually spend a lot more time trying to get this side right. Next, I'm going to just pop on that first color I used, and that's just going to be my crease color. So I'm going to keep it matte. So I'm just using a flat brush to just pat this on and use that to set my concealer. I like how this is looking so far. I'm just gonna work on the outer corner again and just kind of like deepen up that area. Blend it on top of the concealer a little bit and just kind of like diffuse it together so there's no like harsh line on that edge. I'm looking all retro. With my hair, with my cut crease. I'm thinking about adding this color just right here. This one is called Simmer Down. Shall I do it or should I keep it matte? Now let's just go for it. Let's just see what it looks like. It's just adding a little bit of sheen, but maybe I'll go in with a little bit of a deeper color than this one in the corner. I'm just gonna blend this color in. Oh, that's quite nice. This is like a nice sort of like champagne-y color, but it's not too like stark. Can you guys see the difference? I really like how this is looking now, but I want to add like a brighter color underneath. I think I'll just stick to like more neutrals and browns. Oh, my hand is just full of swatches. I might go with this like bronzy shade here, and that's called Tequila Night. Do you guys want to hear a funny story? It's about Rihanna, so it's totally relevant for this, but it just reminded me because this color was called Tequila. Well, when I was in London partying with Rihanna, that was like the best day ever. We were at the bar and she was like, hey, do you want a drink? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then she was like, what do you want to drink? And I'm like, oh, just whatever you're having. And then she was like, cool, I'm having tequila. And I hate tequila, like tequila just makes me want to like gag. And at that moment, I was just like, yeah, okay, I'll have tequila. Because of course, if Rihanna is inviting you to have drinks with her and she's pouring tequila, you're gonna be like, yeah, I love tequila. And so like, I took a shot of tequila. It tasted gross, but I don't regret it whatsoever because Rihanna, baby. Anyways, back to this. I'm gonna work this on my lower lash line and I'm using the precision brush. Just gonna like wrap this around my eye. I'm actually going to go a little bit lower just to make my eyes bigger and then connect it up. I've been really into all like the cut creases and feline cat eyes. I've just been loving all like the retro makeup looks. I feel like they're gonna make a comeback. I'm also gonna grab a little bit of that matte brown and just use that to just pop it on the edge. And then for my inner corner highlight, I'm grabbing this shimmery baby here. Alrighty, I am done with all the eyeshadows. This is what it's looking like so far. You can see that the colors have blended so nicely together. The formulas are great, especially the mattes. And then when I swatch the shimmers, they actually feel really nice and buttery. And with the mattes, there's really good color payoff. Then I'm just going to pop on my eyeliner quickly. I'm gonna curl my lashes, put lashes on, lots of mascara. And for this part, I'll just speed it up. Okay, so I am done with my makeup. This is what my eyes are looking like, and I ended up doing the rest of my face. Overall, I kept my makeup look quite neutral today with a hint of retro-ness. Is that a word, retro-ness? It's now a word. I really like the color combination I used today. I used palette number 1 and 7. And if you're traveling, you can store it like this. You can snap them together so it's nice and compact. The mattes were really rich in color. You can blend them easily and there's no fallout considering how much eyeshadow I used today. The shimmers are really smooth and buttery to apply. And the color payoff is really good. I can definitely see myself reaching for these palettes over and over again, especially because I travel a lot. Usually like packing palettes are really difficult for me because they're actually quite big and I want like to bring a lot of colors just in case, like if I want like a day look or a night look, or if I'm going to a festival, I want to be able to change it up. And so I love that these palettes, you can kind of just snap on or pull apart whenever you need. Plus they don't take up much room at all. So these Snap Shadow palettes will be available online at Sephora on the 26th of December. In stores, it will launch on the 16th of January. I think Rihanna did a great job designing these Snap Shadow palettes. We haven't seen like an eyeshadow product come out since the launch of the Moroccan palette, so it's been a while, so I love that she's done something a little bit different. I will leave a link for you guys in my description box so you guys can find out more information. Let me know your thoughts on the new palettes. Is this something that you would have in your kit? And let me know which color you like the best. Anyways, that is it from me, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I shall speak to you guys next time. Bye! I'm kind of getting like a little bit of a headache because I've tied my hair up so tight. Oh, like, oh, I can't pose with this hand. It's like full of, it's full of swatches. Ugh.